In this video, I want to explain how to grow food, which will provide the trace minerals and biology essential for health. But first I need to explain what the problem is. The growth of a plant is restricted by the least available mineral. Let me put it more simply. Plants need a wide range of nutrients: nitrogen, potassium, phosphorus, zinc, magnesium, etc. If the soil is deficient in any one of these nutrients, say zinc, it will restrict growth. It does not matter how much nitrogen or any of the other nutrients you add, it won't increase growth, which is restricted by the limiting nutrient, e.g. zinc. Now let me give you a brief history of soils and nutrients. Some 4 billion years ago, when the earth was first formed, there were just rocks with no soil. Gradually, microbiology, lichens, mosses, fungi, etc. broke down these rocks to make the first soil, and plants began to grow. This took a long time, some billion years. But as soon as there were plants that captured energy from the sun, they fed the microbiology. The whole process simply exploded, and the earth was covered with weird and wonderful plants and creatures, which helped create yet more soil. Humans first appeared some 200,000 years ago as hunter-gatherers, just roaming the earth, getting food wherever it grew. It took a lot of land, around 100 hectares, to support one person, but there were very few humans, so there was plenty of food in the good times. The limiting nutrient was nitrogen, but the food was rich in all the other minerals essential for human health. Some 10,000 years ago, we developed agriculture, which could support far more people. The soil, rich in nutrients and biology, had accumulated over millions of years, and so we only needed a few hectares to feed one person. A quantum jump in productivity. But as we tamed oxen and invented the plough, we depleted the soil, but we just moved on to virgin land. Civilization came and went, but the human population kept on increasing. In this pre-modern time, nitrogen was the limiting factor for growth, as the main way of capturing nitrogen was by growing crops that had developed a synergistic relationship with the bacteria that could capture atmospheric nitrogen, for example clover and alfalfa. Civilizations near the sea could also capture nitrogen from the sea, largely by bird droppings. While nitrogen was the limiting nutrient, there was an abundant supply of the other minerals in the soil, as the soil biology broke down the rocks and made the minerals available. But as the population expanded, we were simply not growing enough food. But technology came to the rescue, as we learned how to capture nitrogen from the atmosphere to make fertilizer. We also learned to produce many of the other nutrients by mining or synthetic manufacture from oil. This led to a dramatic increase in production, so we only needed as little as 1/10 of a hectare to grow enough food to feed one person. A pretty dramatic achievement, but it completely swung the balance of our diet. Before, we had an abundance of the trace minerals and biology, which are essential for health, but were low in the energy foods of sugar, fats and carbohydrates. Now we had an abundance of the energy foods, which are primarily made from carbon, hydrogen and oxygen, which we simply burn off to make carbon dioxide and water and release energy. But we were short of the trace minerals and biology, which are essential for health. Chemical farming has been highly successful in increasing the production of plants. But humans are far more complex than plants. There are some minerals that we need in much higher concentration than plants do, while there are others that we need but plants do not need at all. We have also learnt that our bodies are much smarter than we thought, and they can sense the shortage of these minerals and biology, so we would send out signals creating food cravings, so we would overeat on energy foods, leading to a major health crisis of chronic diseases coming from obesity like diabetes, heart attacks and dementia. We may have been highly successful in developing chemical farming, but we failed to appreciate the importance of biology in both the soil and in our guts. We need food for energy, which comes from fats and sugars, or carbohydrates, which our bodies can turn into sugars. Sugary fatty foods are not that bad. We actually need them. We just eat too much of them because our bodies sense we are short of the essential minerals and create food cravings. Our body parts keep on wearing out, so we need a complex array of chemicals and minerals to replace them. Plants don't need these chemicals and minerals, or in much smaller quantities than we do. Our guts act as a control system for our bodies. The bugs in our guts have their own preferred food, and if you don't feed them the right food, they will give us food cravings, so we keep on eating. This is the key point. Our bodies have developed to protect us, and if it senses something missing, it will create food cravings. Our modern high-energy food is actually fine if we burn it off as energy. But we need to incorporate into our diet plants, which will supply us with the trace nutrients and biology essential for health. We know how to grow plants with the essential minerals and biology. The technology is relatively straightforward and well within the capabilities of home gardeners and commercial growers. Step 1 is to recycle green waste to boost the organic content. The easiest way is a short pre-compost, then just bury in a narrow trench to cause minimal disruption to the soil structure. Step 2, add rock minerals containing the essential minerals. There is an abundance of volcanic rock dust in the world and it keeps on coming, so no sustainability here. Step 3 is to inoculate the soil with beneficial biology. This is needed to break down the rock dust and enhance our gut biology. Worms are critical in forming a healthy soil and are a good indicator of soil health. Step 4 is to manage the moisture level. The biota system uses a subsurface flood and drain system. This means the surface is kept dry, which helps manage weeds, which is one of the biggest expenses in organic style farming. This is all documented on my website, biota.com, and any competent grower can do this. The real problem I'll discuss in my next video is how to make this nutrient-rich, biologically active food widely available at an affordable price.